This project is a National Science Foundation funded project where I'm working in collaboration with the local Boys and Girls Club youth to figure out what it means to co-construct a youth-focused, community-based makerspace. The maker movement is burgeoning in science education. It's touted as the next vehicle or platform to be inclusive, to bring more youth into science. But we want to think about the equity lens about how to do this in an equitable fashion. Typically, the maker movement is very much driven by a hobbyist interest, usually kids from well-to-do families, who have somebody in their family who's an engineer or who can help them make something because they're interested. What we're finding out in this program is that with the youth that we're working with, they want to use the resources in this community maker space to produce something that will solve a problem in the community. So it's not necessarily driven by a neutral hobby, it's often driven by something critical in their lives. For example, we had a group of boys who have elderly family members who take care of young children, and some of them are wheelchair bound and they can't get up to physically, for example, close a baby gate. So these boys are trying to hack a cheap tension gate into a motorized baby gate where the caregiver can be 3 meters away from the gate, raise his voice or clap his hands to activate a mechanism to close the gate. We also have a group of girls who is designing a backpack with an alarm that you can press to ask for help to address bullying.
Yeah, I came up with most of it while they were doing something else.
No.
I'm the one who had the idea.
These are some of the projects that the youth are innovating, and they're all informed by needs in their community. Eventually, the youth want to make sure that their innovations are powered by green energy sources, because we have a theme throughout this program called Engineering for Sustainable Communities. Sustainability in terms of both energy conservation, sustainability also in terms of the youth being insiders to the community, having the expertise and the knowledge to engineer and problem solve and to meet the needs of their community right now.
So my name is Pam Williamson.
And I'm Ed Zimmerman, Sr.
And we're working collaboratively on a project with Hope Academy and UNCG. Why don't you tell them a little bit about Hope?
Well, I serve as the head of school, Hope Academy. We're now in our 4th year. Hope Academy is a private, faith-based, modified middle school. And so we serve kids of grades 5 to 8. And I'm just so excited about this partnership with Dr. Williamson and UNCG. I call it our strategic reading program, where she allows her students to come over and teach her reading class on our campus. And so I'm just super excited. I really believe that our continued growth in our students' reading ability has really been strengthened by your support and what your in-service teachers do with our students on an individual basis.
So when we started this project about 3 years ago, it's hard to believe it's been 3 years.
It's hard to believe.
We began pairing our students, the UNCG students in the dual SPED and also in the professions and deafness majors, with children here at Hope Academy to provide one-on-one tutoring. And essentially what they do is they develop an assessment case study, they figure out what the needs of the student are, and then they develop an intervention plan and implement it and collect data along the way. And also, in order to really prepare our teachers, we also implemented a coaching piece into our work here at Hope Academy. So we have graduate doctoral students who come in and they actually provide coaching to our students as they're teaching your students,
Right.
to try and help develop their skills even further.
It's a true partnership. I'd always envisioned that to have a private school like this, to have an opportunity to truly partner with a university. And so Dr. Sam Miller, introducing the two of us together was huge, so that we could establish this and then kind of create a model that I'm hoping to extend in the field of mathematics.
I would say actually, and Dr. Bree Jimenez in my department was also instrumental. So those two people have a history with Hope Academy and thought we would be good partners, and we have been.
This partnership has really been a blessing to us, to our parents, to the students, and it's great to see pre-service teachers come in with the with the idea and the light in the eyes, like, wow, I can do this, and really have kids to work with.
And the amazing things that our UNC doctoral student coaches have been able to do to really help develop their skills, so that when we send them out into the field, we're really hoping that they look a little more experienced than the brand new novice teachers they are. So I'm very grateful for the partnership and Field a G.
Yes.
The Guilford County Family Justice Center is designed to be a one-stop resource for victims of domestic violence, sexual assault, child abuse, and elder abuse in Guilford County. UNCG has been involved in the Guilford County Family Justice Center since the very early planning stages, early as 2008, and that's when I first became involved, was with the team of researchers who were doing a community needs assessment to understand the views of stakeholders toward the development of the Guilford County Family Justice Center. UNCG remains committed to the Guilford County Family Justice Center, especially through working and partnering with the center to collect data to track the effectiveness of the services provided through the center.
Here at the Family Justice Center, we have our steering committee consisted of 17 partner agencies with organizations such as researchers through UNCG, medical services, legal services, health and human services through Guilford County, the city council, the county commissioners, a very comprehensive group including nonprofits and public-private partnerships to develop this one-stop shop resource. Within the center, victims of domestic and sexual violence across the lifespan have access to over 45 professionals from 12 different disciplines, and they can come here to this location and get all of their crisis service needs met. On site, we have over $2.5 million worth of professional resources located under one roof. UNCG has been a critical partner in this development and maintains that partnership, particularly in their efforts of helping us track our data and outcomes.
Data is really important to the ongoing success of the Family Justice Center. One of the things we worked really hard to do at the start of the Family Justice Center, even before it opened in June of 2015, was to look at baseline data so that we understand what is the picture of family violence and sexual assault within our community before the center opened. And that's really important because that will help us to track the outcomes of the center over time. One of the ways we did that was through a week-long census where we asked various community partners to provide data about the types of people seeking services related to domestic violence, sexual assault, child abuse, and elder abuse during that week so that we could understand what that looks like and just get a snapshot. We also looked at existing data and year-long data that were available from the community partners when they were available to us. We repeated that census this fall as well, and the plan is to repeat that once or twice a year in the coming years to help further track the outcomes. Another level of UNCG's partnership with the Guilford County Family Justice Center is that we have a graduate student from the OR Center in the Educational Research Methodology Department in the School of Education, who is working with the Family Justice Center 10 hours a week. And she is working with Catherine to help track the data for the clients who come into the center. And so what we've been able to do is really look, especially every quarter, so every 3 months, we're able to really look at who are the clients coming into the center. How are the number of services that are being provided changing or growing, especially as the case actually is that the number of services provided have been growing. How are they growing? Who are the people who are seeking services and what resources and services are they receiving?
And since we've opened, we've served over 3,000 people. So that presence and on-site presence of UNCG helping to support our administrative staff, our professional staff here, and tracking the data and helping us measure what work is happening here and what work is still needed is such a critical component in the success and the ongoing success, particularly because that evaluation component builds the foundation for how we will show this community, our state, and the nation how successful our center has been based on these partnerships and the work that we're doing together.
UNCG is very fortunate to be able to be a part of this great partnership and this wonderful initiative in our community.
So our project is called Transforming Teaching Through Technology, and it is a Teacher Quality Partnership Grant from the U.S. Department of Education. It was awarded in October of 2014, and it's renewable for up to 5 years. Our partnership actually developed out of our previous Teacher Quality Partnership grant, Project Enrich, and it's a partnership with Guilford County Schools and Winston-Salem Forsyth County Schools. And this project is building on work we started with Project Enrich in terms of supporting high-need schools and high-need partner districts in preparing future teachers to meet the needs of those schools. This grant particularly focuses on the use of technology. So the purpose of this project is to develop a model for teacher preparation in which our candidates are alongside of the practicing teachers in our partner schools and the university faculty all incorporate existing and emerging technologies in order to enhance our practice and ultimately to improve learning for the students in P-12 schools. So we have 3 main goals for that. The first goal is to work with our 22 initial teaching licensure programs to ensure that those programs are incorporating technologies both in the way that we prepare the teachers. So for example, using the self-design studio here in the School of Education building to ensure that candidates are familiar with different kinds of technology and have ways of incorporating those into their lessons. We're using mixed reality simulations. We also want to enhance our clinical experiences by providing experiences that are consistent with the kinds of methods that we're teaching here. So to that end, we have 7 partner schools. Those schools are supported by coaches who work with practicing teachers in those schools to improve instruction, to ensure that those teachers are comfortable with integrating existing and emerging technologies into their practice, so that they're really great models for our candidates who see that this really can be done in real schools in the partner districts. And finally, we want to recruit and retain high quality, diverse teachers into the field, and so one of the things we're doing for that is a summer camp. So we do a summer camp in our self-design studio in the summer. We bring in teachers from our partner schools so that they have the opportunity to try out new methods in a lower risk environment. At the same time, we're recruiting high school students to come in and serve as maker mentors in the camp as a recruitment strategy to hopefully encourage them to consider teaching as a career.
I am Jewel Cooper, co-principal investigator for the Real World English for English Language Learners grant. This is a UNCG Coalition of Diverse Language Communities effort created in response to the need of the Allen Middle School community in Guilford County Public Schools. The grassroots parent coordinator requested our services in teaching Spanish-speaking parents English. We have spent 3 semesters, meaning 12 weeks per semester, engaging approximately 30 immigrant parents, grandparents, and community persons in learning to speak and write in English. Their children benefit from learning as well. Children ages infant through 14-old increase their literacy skills through STEAM activities and career development activities.
Hi, I'm Melissa Bocci. I'm a doctoral candidate at UNCG, and I've been running the children's program for the Real World English for English Language Learners program. We have been finding ways to support bilingual literacy through STEAM activities. The kids were really interested last year anytime we would do any kind of hands-on or science or make our own art supplies. So we expanded that into a full curriculum for this year. So we are building batteries out of fruit and other vegetables, things from your pantry. And then we are constructing multi-cell batteries, also from things from your house, pennies, aluminum foil, and cardboard soaked in different medium. And then we're learning about static electricity also, and using wool and balloons and combs to build static charges to race aluminum cans down the hall. And the kids have a lot of fun doing it.
My name's Amy Whitaker, and I am a teacher at Stokesdale Elementary. I've been a volunteer here at Allen Middle School this year, working with parents and families. Now they're working on making books that are going to be translated from Spanish to English, and they're doing a lot of the translating. So I've had a really good time, and I look forward to being back next year.
Hello, my name is Miss Agara. I'm from Peru, and I'm a teacher here in this program, Real World English. The objective of this program is to put the children and parents working together learning a second language, helping each other. So far it has been a very rewarding experience to see how parents or children are working together. And it's also helpful for them as families because parents are becoming like a stronger role model for their children as they are learning. So they are showing their kids that it's important to continue and never give up, no matter the obstacles that they may have in life. So these children are very happy to see their parents coming here.
Hola, soy Shamika. Yo estoy aquí en la escuela. Yo estoy ayudando a los estudiantes y los adultos aquí. Es muy bueno porque yo estoy practicando cómo enseñar. Like, I don't have to wait until graduation to teach. I can help collaborate with the teachers now and walk around and help the parents and the children to learn English. This is an awesome opportunity and I'm thankful to the university for it.
We are so grateful for funding that has been provided by the Coalition of Diverse Language Communities, the Dollar General Literacy Foundation, and the University School Teacher Education Partnership, better known as USTEP. We look forward to have a formal partnership with Guilford County Public Schools through the Parent Academy. We look forward to next year.